A presidential proclamation. Trump takes aim at Indian tariffs. On February 14, 2025, former President Donald Trump made a significant announcement. He declared his intention to impose reciprocal tariffs on India, aiming to balance the scales of trade. This move sent shockwaves through the international trade community, sparking debates and discussions worldwide. Trump's decision stemmed from his long-held belief that India's tariff regime was unfair to the United States, putting American businesses at a disadvantage. Trump's announcement was not entirely unexpected, given his previous statements on the matter. He had been critical of India's trade practices for years, often highlighting the imbalance in tariffs. However, the timing and the specific nature of the announcement caught many observers off guard, leading to a flurry of reactions. This move marked a new chapter in U.S. India trade relations, one that could redefine economic interactions. It had the potential to significantly impact the economies of both countries, influencing trade policies and economic strategies. The highest tariffs in the world. Trump's gripe with India. Trump's primary grievance with India centered on its high tariff rates, which he often highlighted in his speeches. He repeatedly called out India for having the highest tariffs in the world, claiming they were unfair to American businesses. According to Trump, these tariffs placed American businesses at a significant disadvantage, making it harder for them to compete. They made U.S. goods less competitive in the Indian market, which he argued was a major issue. This, he argued, contributed significantly to the U.S. trade deficit with India, a point he often emphasized. Trump's claims about India's tariffs were not entirely unfounded, as India does have relatively high tariffs on certain goods. These tariffs are designed to protect domestic industries and generate revenue for the government, which is a common practice. However, the extent to which these tariffs actually harmed U.S. businesses is debatable and remains a topic of discussion. While some argue that the tariffs were a significant barrier, others believe the impact was overstated. A tariff for a tariff. Trump's reciprocity strategy. Trump's solution to what he perceived as unfair trade practices was simple: reciprocity. He believed that the best way to address these imbalances was through equal retaliation. He believed in a tit-for-tat approach to tariffs, where any action taken by another country would be met with an equivalent response from the U.S. If India imposed high tariffs on U.S. goods, the U.S. would respond in kind, matching the tariffs to ensure fairness. This approach was a hallmark of Trump's trade policy, reflecting his broader philosophy on international trade. He applied it to numerous countries, including China, Mexico, and the European Union, aiming to protect American interests. The logic behind Trump's reciprocity strategy was to create leverage in negotiations. By imposing tariffs on Indian goods, he aimed to pressure India into lowering its own tariffs, thereby opening up their market to more American products. This would create a more level playing field for American businesses, according to Trump, allowing them to compete more effectively. However, critics argued that this approach could backfire, leading to a trade war that would harm both economies, potentially causing more harm than good. Section 4. Closing loopholes, the VAT and third-party conundrum. Trump's focus on tariffs extended beyond traditional import duties. He also took aim at India's value-added tax, or VAT, system. Trump considered VAT to be a disguised form of tariff, particularly when applied to imported goods. He argued that the VAT system further disadvantaged U.S. businesses operating in India. Furthermore, Trump expressed concerns about tariff evasion through third-party countries. He suspected that some companies were routing their goods through countries with lower tariffs to avoid paying higher tariffs in India. This practice, known as transshipment, could undermine the effectiveness of U.S. tariffs. Trump vowed to crack down on such practices. Section 5. The aftershocks, U.S.-India trade relations in the balance. Trump's announcement of reciprocal tariffs on India sent ripples of uncertainty through the global trade landscape. While the full impact of these tariffs remained to be seen, their announcement cast a shadow over U.S.-India trade relations. The move had the potential to spark a trade war, harming both economies. The announcement also raised questions about the future of U.S.-India relations more broadly. The two countries had been working to strengthen ties in recent years, driven by shared strategic interests. However, Trump's aggressive trade policies threatened to undermine these efforts. The long-term implications of Trump's tariff move remained uncertain.